Hey guys, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome to the original Final Fantasy VII. So I said before playing 13 Sentinels that there are only two games that I wanted to really make sure I get through in 2025. 13 Sentinels is obviously one, and Final Fantasy VII, the original, is the other. And the reason why is because I've played Final Fantasy VII briefly, as in I have played this game before. I got up to the Golden Saucer, is where I remember getting. I don't remember getting past further than that. But Final Fantasy VII has become a juggernaut of a video game franchise, all by itself, not even within Final Fantasy as a whole, you know? The existence of Cloud and Sephiroth and all of the different spin-off games, Cloud and Sephiroth getting into Smash, it just kind of led to the fact that I've thought to myself, I've never actually played this game all the way through, and it's had such a cultural impact. Like, people will know the major story events of this game. Like, there is a very significant event that happens to a major character, and supposedly in Final Fantasy VII Remake, that event is no longer the same, or will no longer be the same. If there's supposed to be a remake trilogy, remake and rebirth of the games that are currently out now. The third game of the trilogy, which is probably going to be on PlayStation 6 at this point, never mind PlayStation 5. Apparently it's going to change it. Apparently it's a different style of retelling the story. So I wanted to actually get around to playing FF7. Now, we are playing on the Switch version, which is the .emu port of the PC version, I believe. And with this being a game from 1997 originally, there's going to be various things that I will probably have to make concessions for that I wouldn't normally do for modern games, right? One of which being, I do know there are missable things, because that's just how they made games back then, is they put a lot of effort into making stuff that you might not even necessarily see. So I know there are two secret characters or side quest characters that you can obtain, so I will be trying to look up stuff for that. And I know that there's also missable items, missable materia, missable summons. So I'll be trying to keep an eye out for those things. I don't think it happens straight away. I think the very first thing is the iron bangle that you can't get anywhere else in the game. But I'm not going to be worried about trying to get a perfect game of 99 of every single item. But I will try to make sure that I get the good stuff and, do most of the interesting things on stream, because I know there's like super bosses and like I said, there's whole characters that you can do things before, right? Apparently there's a flyer quest which is quite difficult to get right, and you can miss out on things permanently if you don't do things in the right order. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to be mostly playing this just off of my own vibes. It's going to be kind of things that I half remembered to begin with, but I will be trying to get like the ideal outcomes for certain things. For example, I know that in this, I don't know how early it is, but at the start of the game, there is a part where you can dress up Tifa, Aerith, or Cloud. And I think the best outcome is technically dressing up Cloud. So I'll try and make sure that I follow the correct steps to do that. But yeah, so I've never fully completed FF7. I do kind of know the overall story beats, but how things get to that point, I don't know. So let's get started, shall we? Oh, also, by the way, with this being an old game, there's no options, there's no accessibility, hopefully everything is good audio-wise and video-wise to begin with, because I don't have a chance to change it before we actually get started playing. So let's begin a new game of Final Fantasy VII. Okay, so here's all the controls, and you can see here, because we're playing the .emu version, we have the ×3 speed on our clicking the left stick, battle boost, which is HP, MP, and limit max on the right stick, and no encounter on both. So I imagine it's things to make it easier to play through the game. Is you can do random battling and speed through them 3 times as fast, or you can just do no encounters at all, which is a great feature. I wish more games did this. I really liked it in Bravely Default. I'm glad it's here. It'll make things a lot smoother when I, play this off stream, because I will be playing it off stream. It is far too big of a game to try and do everything on camera. So yeah, well, let's get started, shall we? Yeah. So, with Final Fantasy VII being such a juggernaut, it is kind of given, like, top 5 status of games of all time. And a lot of that comes from the impact of it being one of the very earliest 3D games. So just the size and the scope and the graphics at the time were, you know, groundbreaking. So yeah, so it's interesting to go back to it. And like I said, because Remake is a slightly different retelling of the story, this game stands on its own still. And it's like, I've heard it be like an alternate telling, so here is Aerith. I know people complain about it being Aeris, as in close to Eris or Earth, but yeah, I'm going to go with what is the official translation of the character's name so far, since the, 25 years since this game came out. So yeah, I know you can rename the characters, so I'm going to call them Aerith. I don't think there's any other kind of mistranslations in character names, but I do know there are mistranslations in battles. The localization was not the best. And yeah, so you can probably tell the FMV itself is a little bit kind of not HD, shall we say. So yeah, if it looks blurry, it's because the FMV is blurry. There's nothing I can do about that. Again, playing the Switch version, I'm not using any PC mods that would help to enhance the game. So this is basically how the game would have looked and how the game would have played. Although I suppose those look a little bit sharp. Those models there look a bit sharper, actually. Ah, yeah. And here we go. The gang. The eco-terrorists. So that's Biggs, Jesse, there's Barrett. And there we go, there's Cloud. Come on, newcomer, follow me. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so is this a scripted battle? Does this always happen? I guess it must do. So we are currently the ex-soldier. We do not have a name right now. And this is the active time battle, active turn battle? Anyway, ATB system, where it's not just turn-based, it's you have a time bar that fills up on the right-hand side, and you can attack enemies once it fills up. There we go. Level up. Level 7. And the other thing as well is it's one thing to have a game that is considered to be the greatest game of all time, but it wouldn't be necessarily that if they didn't have the music to match, you know? Wow, you used to be a soldier, huh? Not every day you find one in a group like Avalanche. Soldier, aren't they the enemy? What's he doing with us in Avalanche? He was in Soldier, Jesse, but he quit and is with us now. I didn't catch your name. So the name is going to be Cloud. Cloud. Cloud, eh? I don't care what your names are. Once this job's over, I'm out of here. The hell you all doing? I thought I told you never to move in a group. Our target's the North Mako reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. We all have to go through the same gate, Barrett. Ex-soldier, huh? I don't trust you. Barrett. Press the directional buttons while pressing B to run. I think actually run is on by default, so I don't have to worry about that. There'll be an option. In fact, I might actually do the options now to see whether the run walk default thing happens. But the question is, yeah, so it's X to get to the menu. Alright, so items. We have currently got 3 potions, 1 ether, 1 phoenix down. We have no key items, of course. Magic. No magic. Oh no, we have ice and bolt. Bolt is kind of the key one to begin with for the first boss. Equipment. We have the Buster Sword. So, despite the fact that the Buster Sword is iconic, kind of terrible in the original game, because obviously it's the starting weapon, right? But we've got 2 slots, normal growth. When it comes to materia and growth, I don't know what the best way to handle it will be. You know, it's just one of those things. And you know what? I've actually just realized we're playing this game in 4:3 aspect ratio. I should probably move the camera a little bit, or the game play a little bit, actually. But I'll sort that out for next time, I think. But yeah, so we have the Buster Sword, 2 slots, normal growth, don't know what normal growth means, and the Bronze Bangle, which no slots, no growth. So, status. Yeah, so it already has the Ice and Bolt materia slotted into the Buster Sword. Order doesn't matter, limit. So we have Braver, which is level 1. I suppose you could decide to change it. So change the break level, it will begin from limit 0.0. Change break level? No. Check. Attacks won't open. Fine. Config. Alright, so window color. Oh, you can change this around if you want. 176. Huh. Interesting. I suppose that's for the text, actually, but I like the color of 176, actually. So let's see if I can set it back. There we go. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Alright, so everything's set to 100 in sound and music, of course. The cursor. Save cursor when window is closed. Initial or memory? We'll do initial. Change the battle time flow from active recommended wait. I think we'll do recommended. Speed, message, and field message seems fine. Camera angle being auto rather than fixed, I think is probably... I think it's when it moves around, like you go to characters in the background and characters in the foreground, and then when the boss does an attack, it moves behind the boss, stuff like that. Magic placement, restore attack indirect. I kind of like that, actually. Making sure that all your heals are on first, then attacks, then other stuff, so yeah, no way to change the run thing, so. And we can't save the game. Yes, this is a game that has save points, so you have to actively go to a place to save. There is no autosave, so we're going to be rotating our saves quite often. And then obviously quit back to the menu. Alright, let's keep going. So yeah, like I said, holding a direction and then pressing B doesn't do anything right now, because we're set to run automatically. Although I am using the joystick, actually. I suppose I should change that. Okay. Alright. I think the wolf generally does more damage, so you focus on the wolves first. And yeah, there's no using the right stick to change camera angles here. It's like, it's set as what it is. So with this being a game with random battling, I know I can spend time in between streams, like doing grinding if I need to. Oh, secure our passage! You concentrate on the mission, Cloud! Jeez, we're really gonna blow this huge furnace up! This'll be something to see! And yeah, because there's so many characters, I'm probably gonna overlap on voices on some of them, but I don't know, it's like, it's a lot easier in the remakes. Oh yeah, D-pad is walking. So joystick is running by default. Yo, this is your first time in a reactor? No. After all, I did work for Shinrin, you know? The planet's full of Mako energy. People here use it every day. It's the lifeblood of this planet, but Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines. I'm not here for a lecture. Let's just do it. Alright, you come with me from now on. Alright. Code deciphered. Okay. And then Jesse, do the same thing. Code deciphered. Oh, the music's so good. It's partly nostalgia from playing it for the first time, but yeah. Push that button over there. Switch on. Little by little, the reactors will drain out all the life, then that'll be that. It's not my problem. The planet's dying, Cloud! The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the robo-guards come. Ooh, he's angry. Ooh. And obviously, it's a bit of a weird thing to have them come out and then go back in, but it's part of the suspension of disbelief when traveling, isn't it? So, all right, so we have Barrett in the party. And new enemies as well. So, Cloud attacks one, Barrett attacks the other. There's the auto camera. Dynamic camera. It must have been mind-blowing at the time. Oh yeah. There we go. Alright. Let's keep following Jesse. If I do feel like I'm getting interrupted by random battles quite often, I'll probably turn it off, and then be like, ah, it's been a while since we had a random battle, turn it back on. Warning, warning. Alright. I don't know if that means that they're gonna try and do a suicide bomb attack or what, but anyway. Yeah, I didn't actually realize that the game would play at 4:3 aspect ratio. I thought it might be one of those games where they've smoothed it out and said, right, because it's been updated for modern monitors, then it'll be an HD version of the aspect ratio, but I guess not. Press A in front of the ladder to grab onto it, then use the directional buttons to climb up and down. I do know there is a particular point where it is not very clear where the direction you're supposed to go is, and it has to do with, I believe, climbing a crane? Received potion. Press A. Oh, same thing. Alright. Oh, it's not even a ladder. There's the ladder. Alright. Let's go. I'm surprised. I don't know how you do a surprise attack or an ambush. Ooh. First robot enemy. Beam guns. I also forget if getting a level up restores your HP. Because that might be useful to keep in mind coming up to this first boss. I think now's a good time to use some magic. So let's see. Bolt on the machine. 188. So yeah, pretty good. And 4 MP is pretty cheap as well. Alright. And yes, the question mark is the save points. I'm pretty sure you can't get random battles while climbing ladders as well, so. Alright. Access the menu and select save to save your game. So let's go ahead and make a save. Save 1. Oh right, there's 10 different saves and 3 saves in each one of those. Oh no, wow. That must be an updated thing, because I don't remember there being 10 saves with multiple save files in each profile. So yeah. Alright, is it this way? Nope. It's like those classic cartoons in Tom and Jerry and so on, where only the things that are specifically highlighted with an outline are the things that you can interact with. Restore materia. Now, I don't actually know who is supposed to be the best role to do for each kind of thing. Let's see, can I not... let's see. So, I'm trying to give Barrett the restore materia. How do you actually select it, though? Okay. So, X doesn't do it, Y doesn't do it, A doesn't do it, because it has the error. B is obviously go back. L and R switch the characters. ZL, ZR don't do anything. Is it minus? No. Is it plus? No. Alright. How do you equip restore materia? Let's see. Is it? Do I have to equip the item first? No. Okay. Alright. Interesting. So, again, with it being an old game, it is expected that it will not tell me how to do things. You know, I have to keep that in mind. So, yeah. Is it because I can't actually select Barrett? No, it's because I can't do either of them. Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, we'll leave it for the time being. They might tell us how to equip materia later. When we blow this place, it ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of junk. Cloud, you set the bomb. Shouldn't you do it? Just do it. I gotta watch to make sure you don't pull nothing. Fine, I'll do it. Watch out! This isn't just a reactor. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong, Cloud? Hurry it up! Yeah, sorry. And we should have 10 minutes to escape? 10 minutes real time, I think, as well. Heads up, here it comes! Ah, the Scorpion Boss! A classic enemy. Alright. Search scope. And yes, weak to lightning, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how you'd find that out, but I think it's just based off of doing more damage than normal attacks. So yeah. I mean, there's not much strategy to this, it's just attack when you can. And, yeah. So yeah, why can't you have the restore materia equipped? Oh, Barrett's had his limit break. Nice. And you can't cancel out of an attack to switch to a better ability. So we'll do big shots. I'm pretty sure lightning does more damage. I'll try ice next time, actually, to see. Because it's in about the 80 to 90 range. Ah, there we go. See, the memories are coming back of when I first played this. I would have only been 7 at the time, though. Hence why I didn't actually finish the game. Let's try ice. So 30-ish damage on that. Ice does, let's see, 50? Yeah, so bolt is a lot better. Alright, so what's going on? The tail is up! Barrett, be careful! Attack while its tail's up! It's gonna counterattack with its laser! So that means don't attack while its tail's up. It means when the tail is up, it will counterattack with a laser. So you kind of have to just... I think you have to just wait this out. So I'll use a potion instead. Because otherwise, time doesn't actually pass. And it's crazy that the localization team did that. Or at least, I guess it was not intentional, but... yeah, it's just... very strange. It's like, because Japanese is written back to front, or right to left, rather than left to right, the translation team obviously must have gotten a bit confused about how to handle that. So, saying attack while its tail up, to us, as a, you know, Western English speaker, that would say, do this first. Then it says it'll counterattack with its tail. The important thing is, it will counterattack with the tail while the tail is up. So it should say, watch out, it'll counterattack while its tail is up. Hey, we did it. First boss down. Ta-da! Alright. XP and AP. Barrett leveled up. Take the assault gun. Alright. Come on, let's get out of here. 10 minutes to detonation. And there's the timer. So, we're just going to go ahead and equip that assault gun. And, yeah. Still no option to put the materia on. So, let's just go, shall we? And yes, the countdown was going down by 10 seconds while I was in the menu. I think this gave me a little bit of anxiety about having enough time to get out, because while this stuff is going on, you're getting ambushed by enemies, the timer is still going down, which feels a bit like, Oh, wow, this is a serious situation. So, but yeah. We've got plenty of time to do this. And yes, we've not got the classic victory fanfare yet, because it's go time. It's time to go to the reactor. Get out of the reactor. I suppose this is actually probably a good place to use the lack of random encounters, because otherwise we're going to get stuck in a loop of these enemies coming and interrupting us all the time. So yeah, I think it'll probably... Ooh! ×3 speed. Does that affect the real-time speed as well, or is it something else? Might as well play around with it, right? Okay. Got Gil. Alright, click. Alright, we're on ×3 speed, and the real-time counter is going down as well. And then turn off random encounters. Go, go, go! Oh, this is great. Come on, Jesse, we gotta go. You alright? My leg got stuck. Thanks. I wonder, can you actually leave Jessie there and not get her free? And is she, like, gone for the rest of the game then? I wouldn't be surprised if they put the ×3 speed up and lack of random encounter thing in straight away. For this specific scenario of when people are replaying this for the first time, they're not going to want to have to do this all over again. Alright, code deciphered. Code deciphered. Alright. 5 minutes. And we're out of there. Ah, and the ×3 speed gets cleared up. Okay. And then, yeah, mind-blowing graphical effects for 1997. That should keep the planet going, at least a little longer. Yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, I overlapped the voices there. It's Wedge that's the squeaky voice team. Okay, now everyone get back. Ah, it's all on fire. Ah. Alright, now let's get out of here. Rendezvous at Sector 8 station. Split up and get on the train. Hey! If it's about your money, wait till we get back. Alright. Let's follow Barrett. And yeah, no time pressure on this anymore, so that's fine. Ooh, ladder? Hmm.